CEOs, what's up, your boy CEOs, and I'm back with another video, and mistakes happen, and it's okay. Mistakes are meant to happen. It's called life. It's not you being terrible, because let me ask you this. Do you have the intent to make a mistake, or do they just happen? I'm pretty sure they just happen. I'm sure you're not openly like, let's make mistakes. That being the case, understand that mistakes do happen, and it's normal. A lot of the times when it comes down to what is demonstrated society-wise, mistakes seem awful, like they're meant to not happen. And if they do, well, you're a failure. That's how fucked society is. However, we aren't robots. We aren't programmed a certain way, like television channels that only display specific content. We are humans. Yeah, you are human. So if you make a mistake, don't deflect and don't look at yourself as a failure. Instead, embrace the mistakes that you make. Most of the times when a mistake occurs, we can actually take away something from it to then not have it happen again. And the only way for that to happen is if you embrace them. Don't ignore them. Be you, all of you, wholeheartedly. When doing so, you become aware that you in fact are okay. You show yourself genuine mercy rather than self-inflicted hatred. Reality is what you do next. And with that being said, I have two screenshots that I'd like to just share with y'all that I feel like go best with what I had to say. All right, so the first one says, your imperfections and flaws are the best parts of you. Be proud of them. I'm gonna say that one more time. Your imperfections and flaws are the best part of you. Be proud of them. And the last one says, I love when I'm handling a situation better than my old self would have. Say that one more time. I love when I'm handling a situation better than my old self would have. So mistakes happen. Just own up to it. Don't deflect it. Because I know from personal experience, it got to a point for me, like we have this word called simped in a modern year. It's something where like you feel inside, simped, right? So it got to a point where back then, like in the past, I used to not tolerate mistakes at all with myself. So it got to a point where the smallest thing that would happen, I would get mad at myself. I would just inflict some type of hate towards myself, like naturally, like instinctively, it just happened. Because I just got to a point where I would not be okay with mistakes because I thought in my head, it like felt so real that if a mistake would happen, like I'm a failure. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not, but like as I've grown, like in the past few years, especially just being around different type of people, just being exposed to some real ass shit. Like, bro, mistakes happen and that's okay. Like if you're able to like move forward and continue and progress and not let that mistake define you in any type of way, then you're good. You're living your life. Mistakes are a part of life. You get up. If you trip, you get up. So don't look at your mistakes. Don't look at your failures as something that's, now you're terrible, or now I'm a horrible person, or I'm going to be looked at this or looked at this way, or, like at the end of the day, you are you. No one can change that. And the only person that can really embrace your mistakes is you. The only person that can like have your mistakes be right, like you right your wrongs in that sense, is you, nobody else. So like if something happens and you're not okay with it, talk to yourself, embrace it, accept it, and move forward. Don't let that one little mistake though define or let that mistake control the rest of your day or dictate how the rest of your day goes. You get me? Like mistakes happen. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. And like I feel like when we grow up, especially on television, everything looks so perfect because there's edits or it's not live. So most of the time television shows, if you haven't realized, it's not like live. It's not like broadcasted right here and then. It's usually edited and it's done all that, the makeup, the whatever it is, like you literally, it looks so real and nobody is making a mistake. But in reality, bro, people are making mistakes. It's just not being shown. And that's the one thing that's like hard to grasp initially because it's thrown at us so much. Like anything we watch, anything we look at, it might just initially appear like, I feel like, especially on social media, a lot of times things just appear so perfect. But when you really look at it, it's not. If you really like, and like the only person that could really like, yeah, bro, like no one's perfect, bro. Like there's no one that's literally perfect, and there's nobody who's not making mistakes, literally, bro. So I'm just here to let you know, like, mistakes happen and it's okay. Just don't deflect it. Don't hate yourself for it, because I know how that feels. I know how, I've gone to a point where I would just not, I have zero tolerance for anything, any slight thing that would happen. I would create some type of scenario in my head, and I'd be like, yo, this is not like, this is how my day is. This is because of this, or this is that. But bro, we don't even know what's going to happen after, like, you don't even know what's going to happen after this video. I don't even know what's going to happen after this video. So we can't be playing these scenarios in our head. I'm just letting you know that you're not alone. All right. Okay. This is some real life shit. Okay. So your imperfections, your flaws are the best part of you. Okay. Be proud of them, because it's something that you can grow from. It's something that you can pick and just pick and choose in a sense, and also just improve. Like there's a word called improvement, like that's where improvement comes from. You feel me? Like there's something to improve always on. All right. So don't just let your mistakes be like, damn, I'm a failure, or damn, I'm not, and a lot of times, in school, especially, you get, what is the word? Like, you get lectured, or you get like, you're told a certain way, like, yo, that's a mistake, that's a failure, that's an F, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, bro, you are you. You're not that piece of paper. You're not that grade. You're not that letter A or F or B or whatever. You are you, bro. So don't let nobody tell you that your imperfections and your flaws aren't the best part of you, because you can always grow from them. You can't really grow from, I mean, yeah, you can grow from success for sure. But what I'm saying is, like, you can grow a whole lot more. Like, you can be a whole lot wiser from your failures than success. Because when you look at your failures, there's something that you can always, you can really just be like, okay, well, this went wrong. How did it go wrong? Okay, this and that. When success happens, then you just build from it. But like at the end of the day, your failures, those are your like, when you work out, I don't know if anyone who watches this video works out, but like I used to like have these blisters, and I was talking to my friend about it, like when I would lift dumbbells, and he said like, those are your trophies. Those blisters are your trophies when you like, so like look at them as your little trophies that you can now progress from, that you can grow from. At the end of the day, you are your only limit. So if you look at one mistake and be like, damn, the rest of my day, or me, I'm a failure, period, then that's you telling yourself that. But if you look at that failure and be like, yo, okay, this happened, but I can avoid it next time by doing this and that, well, then you're choosing you, all of you, the whole you, not just a part of you. If you choose that little mistake, you're choosing a little part of you, and you're letting that define all of you. And that's the wrong way to go about it. All right. And yeah, like me personally, the second screenshot, this is like a little affirmation that I like, it's kind of crazy. It's a realization. It's something that I've recognized. And I'm sure you have too, or will eventually, when you get to the point where you acknowledge like, yo, I'm not who I used to be. Like me personally, if a mistake happens, I just understand, okay, this happened, but how do I avoid it? How do I go about this? I never used to like reflect like that. So I'm proud that I'm not my old self who used to just let that shit eat me up. You feel me? Because now I eat it up, and I decide what happens. So yeah. When it says, I love when I'm handling a situation better than my old self would have, that's facts. So whenever you see yourself do something different than from before, and you feel a whole lot better, just recognize that. Let yourself know that. Like, tell yourself that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. So mistakes happen. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, that you're a failure or this is this. And also, like, if a mistake happens in public, just own up to it. Let alone just keep it pushing. If you like crumble up, or you like, I don't know, fold in a sense, and you let people see that, now they have a thing where they're gonna like, people will look at you a certain way. And yeah, you don't really need to, you should never really have to care about what others think, but like at the end of the day, be all of you, be the best you. So if something happens and it happens in front of people, so what? Keep it pushing. Don't stop. Don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're hindering your whole self to continue to be yourself. You feel me? Like, just keep it pushing. If you trip in front of the public, I'll let you know this. Bro, in high school, we had this volleyball thing, like a tournament thing or whatever. And we were in the gym, bro. And my hand-eye coordination for volleyball at that time was horrible. I tripped, I fell, tried to hitting the ball in front of the whole school. And I went to an all-boys school, private school, O'Day. Anyways, nonetheless, my point is to say that happened in front of a whole lot of kids. A lot of them probably don't even remember it now to this day. I only do because it happened to me. Like, I'm the one who made that mistake. My point is to say nobody's going to remember all that. Nobody's going to really like just keep on telling you about it or talk to you about what happened, what you made a mistake with every single day. So just own up it, like own it, like just embrace it, just grow from it. Because that's really what you can do. Don't let it be something that you can't improve from, grow from, progress from. You are your only limit. Reality is what you do next. And don't you dare make fun of me in my whole volleyball situation in the comment section, because that's just me being honest with you, okay? I'm just letting you know, hey, this happened. All right? Anyways, that being said, I love y'all. It's your boy Siabsha. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you have a productive day, to say the least. And yeah, peace.